All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today, our topic is very simple, and actually, we have some similar issue in Christianity. We will go with what Muhammad said first, and please don't forget to share the link and invite your friends. As you see in the screen, Muhammad he said, "My nation will split to 73 sects. The Jews split into 71." Different hadith says the Jews split into 71 sect. My nation will split into 72, and one of them is going to be safe. And here the translation is a false translation. They say the which is the main body, but the fact it doesn't say that. It just say the Jama'ah. Jama'ah is the group, as simple as that, which means he's a group. My ummah will split into 73 sect. The Christian, there will be 71 or 72, the same as the Jews. So what Muhammad is saying, that the most divided group is the Muslims, and only one of them, of those groups or sect, is going to go to heaven. Now Muhammad is the same as many false people who come with ideas, and the ideas is there is sect who will be from my religion, and those sect, they will not go to heaven. One only will go to heaven. There is some Christian priest, they adopt this stupid fallacy, and I will explain to you. Like, you might go to some churches and they say to you the Catholic are not Christian, which is very stupid to say. You might go to some Catholic churches, they say to you the Protestant are not Christians, which is very stupid to say. And they might say the same from the Orthodox or about the Orthodox, which is very stupid to say. And I will explain to you why. You see, what will save you is not a sect. I mean, what is the purpose of God sending the prophets? Is it the will of Allah to create those sects? Because remember, in Islam, everything is by the order of Allah, which means if there is a sect called Shia, well, that means Allah is the one who created the Shia, because the Quran confirmed there's nothing happening in this earth without the permission of Allah, especially about his religion. If there is someone he is an Ishmaeli, or someone he is a Zahiri or Batini or Ahmadi or Ithnai Ashariya, the Shia tons. By the way, Muhammad here, he exposed himself again, because the Muslims are not 73 sects, there are 73,000 sects maybe. Nobody can count how many. So here Muhammad, he exposed himself. The Sunnah alone, there are hundreds of sects. They are called Sunnah, but the fact the Sunnahs are not a sect, one sect. And even the Sunnah, they accuse each other of being kafir, kuffar, which mean disbelievers. So this is in Islam. What about Christianity? We mentioned that some churches, they might say falsely that somebody he go to Catholic church is not saved, somebody who go to Orthodox church not saved, or somebody who go to Protestant church is not saved. This is totally against the teaching of the Bible, because the Bible and Jesus only who decide who is go to heaven, who will not. He never name a church by name. All of us, we are the church. Whoever believe in me and die will live. Not whoever believe in Catholic or Protestant or on Orthodox. So always politics. When politics got inside religion, politics destroy your real target. The real target of a Christianity is what? Is it to be Protestant or to be Orthodox or to be Catholic? No. Is to believe in Jesus, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, His resurrection, His coming to us, His salvation, and whoever believe in me, he is saved. Do we agree? So there is no sect in Christianity. Christ will not question you about sect. Jesus said, from their fruit you shall know them. So you can give yourself whatever name you want. You can say, I'm going to open a church. It's called the Church of God, the Church of Mercy. We have a group. It's called the Church of whatever. But who cares? That is silly to think that a name of a church will save you. I thought saving or to be saved is something personal. You see, all of us, and this is how the hypocrisy of those priests who divide us work. They say to us, your life with God is personal, but suddenly they say to you, oh, only if you are a Catholic, brother, you can be saved, brother. Only if you are a Protestant, you can be saved, brother. If you are Orthodox, only you can be saved, brother. All of them, they are a bunch of liars. How you say that in Christianity our salvation is based in personal relationship with God, believe in Him, and then you say only in your building we will have salvation? You know what I mean? That is Islamic. That is what the Quran said. I will spread hatred and enmity between them until the judgment day. If you remember in chapter 5 verse number 14. And those priests who do this, they are serving the devil, not Jesus, claiming that they are the one who have the keys of heaven, like Al-Khomeini. This is exactly Islamic. We are the one who have the key for the heaven. So what they do, they replace God by themselves so they can control you. And then after controlling you, give us your money, obey us, do as we say. Always those people, they were controlled by kings so they can control the crowd. A real Christian is not the one who believe in such a garbage. The second you believe that being a Catholic is what will save you, or being a Protestant or being Orthodox, that's mean you are dumb and you are stupid and you are no Christian. I'm sorry to say that you got it wrong. To be saved is to believe in the Messiah, the Savior, and not in a priest words. I received once a message just a few days ago. One said to me, well, the Catholic and the Protestant, they don't even have the same books. That's because you are stupid, my friend. That's mean you are stupid. That's because you do not know that the Bible never was a book. It was book of books. So all those books you reject to be added in one cover does not mean they are rejected. It is there still, even for you. And they did not fabricate those books. However, for us as a Christians, all the three major churches agree and believe in the New Testament, regardless of the numbers of the book of the Old Testament. Christianity is really the message. What is that? What is the Injil? Injil is the good news which Jesus sent his disciple for us, the pagan. So a pagan who believe in the New Testament, he is a Christian, even if he never heard of a one word of the Old Testament. So what you are saying to me, we agree about everything in the books we have in the New Testament. We don't agree about the number of books in the Old Testament. So Even those books add nothing to the faith, still the same. All of you believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. All of you believe in the same. It is always about politics and stupidity versus intelligence. Hmm? So as long we have the gospel, the New Testament, that is what will save us. It's not the Old Testament. You see, the Old Testament is a message and a history of the Jews with God. We accept it as a word of God. In the same time, we accept it as a history of man with God. However, there is a person who never read the Old Testament, and he said, Jesus, I believe in you. You are my Lord, my Savior. Hmm. Okay, is he saved? Yes, he is. He believe in Jesus and he do the fruit of Jesus. He is saved. So we don't want to be the same as the cult of Islam, which believe in sect. We don't have sect in Christianity. All of us, the Bible gave us one name. It's called a Christian. Anyone he call himself Catholic is a fool. Anyone he call himself a Protestant is a fool. Anyone he call himself Orthodox is a fool. Fool who call himself by a name it's not written in the Bible. Do we agree? And look how hypocrite they are. They say we follow the Bible. Okay, why you call yourself a name it's not in the Bible? Call yourself what they called the Christians to be Christians. And there is no name better than Christ to be called with. Do we have any better name? So you want to replace the name of Christ with a Protestant or Catholic or Orthodox? Silly. Silly and stupid. So always we have to focus in one thing, that salvation in Christianity is not in a sect, and we refuse to be part of any sect. We refuse to be divided, and we accept to be saved by Jesus and only. No man, no Christian prince, no pope, no bishop, no, 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 no. All men, all women, everybody is a sinner, and a sinner he cannot save a sinner. So I hope whoever listened to me today, from now on, call himself a Christians. Even the enemy of Christ, they call us Christians. So why you don't call yourself Christians? You see, for the Muslims, there's nothing is called Catholic and Protestant. All of you are Christians. So the Muslims, they view us better than the Christian viewing himself. That's funny, isn't it? Now we go back to the God of the Abdul, Muhammad. When Muhammad he predicted that his nation will be 73 sect, and he said only one sect will go to heaven. To break it down for those who don't maybe have a good uh, understanding of mathematics, let us type something in the screen. So if I am a Jew or a Christian, we will be 71, 72. Let us say the Jews are 71. I'm typing in Arabic, hold on. 71, only one will go to heaven. So one of 71 will go to heaven. Wonderful. Who are they, those? The Jews. Then we have 72 to 1, the Christians. What's happening here with the Christians? Then we have 73-1. Those are the Muslims. And we will make them green because Muhammad, he says they will wear green clothing when they go to heaven. 73-1. Muhammadan. Now, who is the most lucky to go to heaven between the three groups based on Muhammad's statement? Anyone can tell me? Who is the more lucky to be the Jews? Because let us say you are playing cards, and then there is 71 cards, and one of them win, which means your option to win is 1 to 71. Okay, the Christians are less, 1 to 72. The Muslims at the end, 1 to 73. Okay. Now Muhammad, he said, the one will win is the Jama'ah. The Muslim in translation, they say the main body. That's stupid to say. What main body? It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It says the group, which means the group which is truly following me. Many times we hear Muslims saying, okay, there is a Christian, there is a Protestant, there is a Catholic, and there is a blah 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 blah. You remember there's a guy from Indonesia, he called me, he says, do you believe that the Catholic is your people? I said, yeah. He gets so upset because he was hoping to say, no, they are not. You know, this is the game, the devil, he tried to divide us. Do you remember? Who remember when the Indonesian guy, he repeat the same question, are you saying that the Catholic are your people? And I say, yeah. The Protestant too, the Orthodox too. He was so upset because he was not able to bring the vision. Exactly, divide and conquer. So as long Muslims agree that their prophet is a prophet and he prophesy, so this prophecy will prove Muhammad to be true or not. Now who is the Muslim wanna call me and count for me the 73 sect? I can count for you hundreds of sects, thousands. What sect? Which is proving Muhammad to be a false person. And what are they, the 72 Christian sect? And what are they, the 71 Jewish sect? And why the numbers stop with 71, 72, 73? I mean, isn't it, this is funny? Let us analyze the number. You see, people when they read numbers or read the passages of someone he claimed to be prophet, maybe they don't notice that there is something we need to focus on. Focus with me, please. When Muhammad, he said 71, 70, 72, 73, as we see, 71, 71, 72, 73. Isn't it obvious that there is somebody in control? Correct, guys? Isn't it obvious there is somebody in control? Somebody, he decided to make them 71, 72, 73. Are we guys, are you following with me? Okay. If we ask the Muslims who is the one who is doing this, they will say Allah. Well, thank you very much. So Allah playing a game, dividing us to sect, and then he will play a lotto. Lotto day, who is going to win today? If you win, you get a version. If you don't, you hit the hay. Lotto day, Allah is going to play. What the heck? What kind of God this God is? So Allah supposedly in control, and He is the one who fixed the numbers. That's it. It's 71, brother. Don't try. Brother and sister. The Jew there will be 71 sect, and the Christian there will be 72, and the Muslim there will be 73. And if you ask yourself, who is in control? The answer, brother, is Allah. And how He control it? Because Allah He is the best to play Lotto. Actually, there was a chapter in the Quran. It's called the chapter of Lotto. Peace upon him. And he was the prophet. Prophet Lotto is very well known. Lotto, numbers, 71, 72, 73. I mean, you are fooling who? As long Allah is the one who made them 71 and 72 and 73, the question why? Why Allah He did that? Do we have any Muslim want to say something? So look at this God in Islam. He play with us. He divide us on purpose. Even He decide how many numbers will be divided. It's Him. This is not the devil supposedly. This is Allah. He is in control of the numbers. How much we will be divided. And then the one who made us divided, He will judge us for our division. Have you ever heard of a stupid cult like this before? So He divide us, and then He punish us for not following the right group. Anyone don't understand what I'm saying? Even the dog of the neighbor, he agree. Did you hear? He says, oh. Hey, by the way, we need to ask him to stop. The angel Jibreel will not enter with us now. All right. Muhammadan of Muslims. Muslim means surrender. Muslims mean a state of somebody who surrender. Muhammadan is the name of the religion. Muslim is an action. Muhammadan is a name. How you call somebody Muslim? That's wrong actually. Even the Quran says, don't say we believe, say we surrender. That's what Muslim mean. So Muhammadan is the correct name for the Muhammadan. They follow Muhammad. They don't even follow Allah, they follow Muhammad. All right, they don't follow. Like, I can show you tons of example, and you can ask any Muslim, if Allah says something, Muhammad says something, which one they follow? They follow Muhammad. They are Muhammadan. Now, as long Allah, let me close the window. This dog, I think he saw Jibreel close to my house or something. All right, look like Jibreel, he took a hike. So as long Allah, let's take a snapshot here so we don't need to do it again if we want to bring it back. All right, as long Allah is the one who control the numbers of division in the world. And by the way, a Muslim might say, where do you get this from? I mean, where do you get that Allah is the one who made us 73 sects? Isn't it first obvious that there's somebody controlling the numbers? And isn't it your God? He kept talking about 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. 70 versions, 70 blah, 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 7. You stuck, your God is stuck with versions. That is Muhammad. Hmm? But let us prove to you that it's Allah who made us sect, and Allah is the one who made us even not to believe. If we go in the yellow pages of Muhammad, we find the following. In chapter 6, let us go to chapter 6, verse 107. Read with me what the verse is saying. Had Allah willed, they would not have taken others beside him in worship. What? Do you see it? And you are not in charge of them. It's the will of Allah. If Allah He want them to believe in one belief, He will make them believe in it was not Allah will. Chapter 6, verse 107. Hmm? In chapter 6, verse number 35, let us go back a little bit in the same yellow pages chapter. Okay. Read with me carefully. If they're a virgin from you, Muhammad, SAWSSS, this is always a fabrication in translation. You know, this is it's hard. I mean, this is okay. Then, if they were able to seek a tunnel and ground or a ladder to the sky so that they may bring them sign, and you cannot do it. You know, they keep asking Muhammad, you give us a sign. Huh? And Allah says to Muhammad, you know, even if you bring them a ladder to get to go to the sky, still they will not believe. Even if you bring them a miracle, they will not believe, because He cannot give him a miracle. Just give them a miracle. They believe or not, just give a miracle. Oh, Jesus gave miracles. Moses made. So why you don't have a miracle for Muhammad? No. And had Allah willed, He could have gathered them together into true guidance. Do you see it, guys? The Quran saying it is not Allah will to make you all in one guidance, not me. If you don't like this translation, which I find it very funny translation, by the way, let us change the Abdul. Let us go to Abdul Hummus. Hummus. Abdul Hummus. If there is version, okay, and then he says, if Allah willed, brother, He could have brought them all together to guidance. So what Allah? Why Allah sending messengers then? If Allah, you see the verse here saying Allah don't want us to be in one true belief. Have you ever heard of a crazy cult like this? This remind me of a guy, his name is Christian Prince. He say like, what the heck? Oof, 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 oof. 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 Oof, oof, oof. What the heck is that? That's very deep. That's very, very deep, brother. So Allah saying to Muhammad, it's not His will to make them all believe in one belief. It's His will to do the opposite. And He made us believe in what He should not believe, and then He will punish us for believing in what He made us believe. Have you ever heard of a crazy God like this? Hmm? Any Abdul? Sahih Muslim is a Christian guy. Sahih Muslim is an older friend of mine. I know him for maybe 17, 18 years old. I mean, years ago. He used to attend my chat room every day, every day. I think his wife, she was angry from me too. He called himself Sahih Christian to make fun of what it's called Sahih, but yet he'll say it's wrong. He's not a Muslim, he's a Christian. Do we have any Abdul? Anyone? I do not need to read that book, my friend, but however, I know what I'm talking about. I don't focus in books written by imams or sheikhs or etc. I focus in books mostly is Muhammad said, Allah said. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. Any Muslim want to say something to us? And the Quran, by the way, is full of examples that Allah is the one who decide who will be a believer or not. It is always the will of Allah. As an example, in chapter 5, verse number 48, let us go there. What Allah, he says supposedly, had Allah willed, he could made you a one community. A Muslim, he might saying, well, it doesn't mean really that Allah, he made us believe in one religion. No, community here is about one religion. And actually, this is what your prophet saying, Ummah. He made you one Ummah. You see, the same word is used in the Quran, Ummah. Ummah is not really a community, it's a nation. Because community can be 5, 7, 10 people. So if Allah wanted to make you one Ummah, he can, but he decided to make you 71, 72, 73, and the number proving it easy because obviously there's somebody in control to make it stop only in 71, stop only in 72 for the Christians, and stop only with 73. Why they cannot make it 74? Because somebody in control, and supposedly this is God. So Allah is the one who decided to divide us, and then here the problem now. Muhammad, he said, only the group, the Muslim translate that as the main body, which is a false translation. They said a jama'ah. Who is the one who will be saved from going to hellfire? All those will go to hell except a jama'ah. So the Muslim will be 73 sect, but only a jama'ah will not, which is the group. Which group? And let me explain to you how this group issue is funny. If we are we are sect, and Allah is the one who made us sect, as we showed you, and only one, not the main body as they say here, false translation, only one, it's called the group, will go to heaven. Well, all of them, they call themselves a group anyway. And not only that, each one of them says the other one is wrong and we are the one is right. This is what the point, this is the point of those sect. Actually, sect is nothing but about division. Sectarian is division, is not unity. So Every one of them will say, I am the main group, as the translation here saying, which is I am the Jama'ah, which is I am the group which is going to go to heaven. Shia, they have many groups, and each one of them says the other Shia are wrong. Not all Shia is one kind. I mean, there's many Shia, there's many Sunni, there's many other religions in Islam, and each one of them says we are the group who will go to heaven. So now how I am, let us say I want to convert to Islam, which group is the one, if I follow, will take me to heaven? If the Muslim, they will say Sunni, that's false, because Sunni are not Sunni, and I can prove it easy. You see, as an example, do the Sunni today practice what Muhammad he said? Not a single one of them practice, including those who live in Saudi Arabia. If we assume that Sunni is one sect, but as we said, Sunni is hundreds of sects, but let us call them, this group from major school, Sunni. Sunni mean like he is following the exact way, like if you are saying Orthodox, but it's not really Orthodox. But just to compare, it's like saying Orthodox Muslim. Sunni is you follow what made as law by Muhammad. Look what Muhammad he made as a law as an example. Muhammad he come with a law which is that a man he can suck the breast of a woman even if she is not his mother and he is a man. How many of those who claim that they are from the group will go to heaven practice the Sunnah of Muhammad? This is Sunnah. This is a law made by Muhammad that if you have a male wanna come inside your house and you are jealous because your wife she she uncover her clothes in front of him, maybe he's your servant or something, your wife she have to give him her boobs and he have to do it 10 times until he is satisfied. And we are Arab, we are always hungry. And by the way, he will suckle what? I mean, do you think women they are a faucet? I mean, he will suckle what exactly? Suckle him. The women she is an old woman already. She don't have, I mean, what suckle him? Women they can give milk only if they have a baby. Maybe Abdul they think that women is like a Pepsi Cola, anytime like poop, take the nipples and get some Pepsi. You will suckle what exactly? And since when, if a man he suckle the breast of a woman, he will not think about her in a sexual way? Are you sure? Are you sure? If we ask Zakir Naik about the wisdom about this, I don't know what Zakir Naik will say. Let us call him. Tadadim, 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 tadadim. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Listen, please. I told you don't call me. And I know what the question. How you know what is the question? You are going to ask me about breastfeeding. MashaAllah, brother. How you know? Because I was suckling the breast of my neighbor. And I have an idea that you are going to call me. Brother Zakir Naik, you were suckling the breast of your neighbor. Why you are doing that? Because the Prophet, he said in Sahih Muslim, hadith number 14538, a man, if you have a woman and she is Zakir Naik, I did not get the last part. Because my mouth is holding the nipple of the neighbor. I told you. This is why my word is not so clear. What the heck? I was wondering why I cannot understand you, brother. So your mouth now held in the nipples of your neighbor wife? And what is your neighbor, and the neighbor he is saying about you, suckling his wife Bombino? And then if you do this, and we are Muslim and we are very open-minded. And don't call me again. This is Islam. Who follow it? None. Zero. Zero Muslim he practiced this madness. Not only that, the Muslims they deleted from the Quran. This was a verse in the Quran. They claim that a goat ate it. And I don't believe the goat ate it. I think the Muslims ate it because they are ashamed of it and they delete it on purpose. Where is the verses of a breastfeeding for adult in the Quran? Any Muslim? And what kind of God he make breastfeeding for adult? Shall we open like a website to do Islamic service? Men who they are seeking breastfeeding. I mean, a man, he have a beard. He is going to sit in the lap of your wife and he is going to suckle her. What the heck? And the one who come with this, even Allah, that's so beautiful. That's so nice. I love it, brother. I love it. I cannot find any reason for the stupidity except stupidity brings stupidity. I mean, if you decide to be a fool, then you are a fool. I mean, this is your business. And by the way, many they start making drawing and funny stuff, and even the Muslim try to defend this. They say, brother, this is not about women she's suckling, it's about a woman she is milking her boobs in a cup of tea so you can drink it, brother. What? Unbelievable. This is what it is about. Hey, sister Muhammad, can you milk some milk for me? In Abdul, in Arabic it says rida'a. Even in your stupid translation it says breastfeeding. Breastfeeding, not drinking milk. This is why it's called the breastfeeding, which means you are getting it from the breast directly. And the word actually in Arabic is rida, which means radda, which means he hold something between his two lips and he hold tight on it. And even the Muslim scholar, they say drinking milk is not rida. But because they are desperate trying to defend this madness, they start coming with many stupid ideas. And then you will find that Aisha, she come with an idea. By using the law of Muhammad. Anyone want to enter upon Aisha, he have to go and suckle the breast of her nieces or her sisters. Do you see it? And you have to do it 10 different times in 10 different days. And each one you do it, you have to do it until it is totally complete. Now, if we ask Muslims, what is the purpose of those is madness? Is it really that a man, if he suckled the boobs of a woman, sorry for using the word boobs, but this is what it is, he will not really think about her in a sexual way? Since when? That's garbage. I mean, this is stupid. Who in the world want to believe that if a man, supposedly the purpose of this, that the man when he see the women, he will not think about her in a sexual way? Yeah, right. How? By giving her breast and he will suckle it. There's a there's a Muslim Abdul. He called the TV. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Wa alaikum assalam, brother. Brother, when we having sexual intercourse with my wife, brother, I did some drop of her nipples came in my mouth, brother. She became my sister now, brother. What the heck? She became his sister. And why she became his sister? Because simply he suckled her boobs. Have you ever heard of such a garbage like this? Crazy, isn't it? Now, do we have any Muhammadan would like to say anything? Anyone? Anyone? Any two? So as you see, this is nothing but a pure cult, stupid cult. And here we discover that Sunnah, they don't follow Sunnah. All Muslim Sunni, they listen to music. Muhammad, he forbid the music. Not only he forbid it, music is the instrument of shaitan. The Quran have verses about it. Taking selfie is haram. Using camera is haram. Everything the Muslim today they use and they do, including those who they are in Saudi Arabia, it is haram. The Quran says, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَشْتَرِي لَهْوَ الْحَدِيثِ. What does that mean? Chapter 31, verse number 6. Anything you do for pastime is haram in Islam. And look what Muhammad he said. To prove our point that this is what it's meant. Because a Muslim he might say, oh, this does not mean that. Right? He will say this does not necessarily mean what you are saying. Let us find the hadith. He heard that the Prophet of Allah saying, from among my followers there will be some people who will consider illegal sexual intercourse, as if in Islam supposedly does not promote illegal sexual intercourse. So what is muta? And muta is other issue. Muta is illegal sexual intercourse without marriage, temporarily, 1 night, 2 night, 3 night stand, and wearing silk and drinking alcoholic drink and the use of a musical instrument. And those they will go, not only they will go to hell, Allah will make them pigs. Allah will destroy them during the night and will let the mountain fall on them, and he will transform them into monkeys, or the rest of them into monkeys and pigs, and they will remain like this so still until the day of resurrection, which is proving Muhammad again to be a false prophet. Which one? When the last Muslim who listened to music, Allah he throw a mountain on him, or he made him into a pig, a monkey until the judgment day. Any Muslim? Anyone? So who is the Muslim? Nobody. Muslims, they watch TV, they play music, and they drink alcohol, and they are wearing jeans, not only wearing silk, and they do illegal sexual intercourse. So what is left? Hmm? And this hadith again proving Muhammad to be a false prophet, because he made a threat that Allah will throw mountains on them, or he will make them pigs and monkeys until the day of resurrection. My friend said clean standard in Muhammad time. What standard? What? Yeah, for sure the standard of Muhammad time is different, for sure, but still that will not give Muhammad an excuse to jump in a water, have dead dogs and women blood from period. And the proof this is not the standard at that time, people they were asking him how you do that. You know what I mean? Your friend is not really smart. If the standard of a cleaning for Muhammad at that time is different, then why people around him are questioning what he is doing? You see, if everybody do the same, nobody will ask me what I'm doing. Sometimes, like I find always that Muslims, Allah, he could not help them to get them better IQ to find a solution for the problem. As you see, people they were asking, hey Prophet, how you do that? How you do perform ablution from water which is thrown in it dead dogs and rags of women from menstruation and extreme garbage and even stink? Do you see it? What the man he said to him, what the people say, are you performing wudu from it when garbage is thrown in it? So if this is the standard, then why people are asking him, are you? You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes when the Muslim they answer me, I feel, I don't know, like they are not really having a good healthy brain. Hmm? The answer in front of you. People are asking that this is not right. What are you doing? You know? And what is inside this water? Garbage and dead dogs and women blood from period. And how big this water is? Less than 5 foot. And what Muhammad he claimed? Water is pure and nothing make it any pure. This is a sewage. What do you mean not making it? Jump in the sewage. Even if you try to take a shower, it's going to be really hard to clean yourself, because there's a material in the sewage will stuck with your skin. Even normal shampoo or so would not take it off. Correct? So look what we have in the water. It was said, oh messenger of Allah, you perform wudu from the well into which bodies of dogs and menstrual and rags and garbage thrown in it. So what is left? And this is additional proof that Muhammad is a madman. Look, the breastfeeding proving Muhammad is a madman. There's no man have a brain. He will say to a woman, give your breast to a stranger and let him suckle it, and he's a man. You know, this is not right. And here Muhammad doing another crazy stuff, jumping in the water, have dead dogs and women blood from. Isn't you Muslim? You say dogs are najis and dirty. Those are not only dogs; they are dead dogs. Imagine you have a bathroom and you have a shower top or jacuzzi. Let us say you are a rich person like me. I'm very rich. I have like 10 jacuzzi in my home. I call them sink. So you have a jacuzzi in your home, and then there's dead dog, just one dead dog, one dead rat, one dead cat, and women blood from period, and somebody dumps some garbage in your jacuzzi. In the top of that, you jump there because supposedly now you want to prepare yourself to pray because you need to wash. As they say, all road lead to Rome. All roads of those hadith lead us to one conclusion: Muhammad is a crazy man. And he must be crazy. Who is the Muslim when practices Sunnah? You see, we are talking about who is the Sunnah, who is the one who really follow Muhammad. Who of you following Muhammad? Here we go. Muhammad did that. I want to see Muslim doing ablution using the same kind of water. Here we go. We have the recipe. We have to bring water, no more than 5 foot wide, like jacuzzi, and we put dead dogs, women blood from period, like whatever they use for period, you know, women they use things. You can throw it there, and garbage, and then after that, leave it there for a few days to stink. Even the hadith says, stink. You see, here it says here, when netting, not garbage only, netting, which means the stinky stuff. They translate it as garbage. The fact is not only garbage, it is stinky stuff. He can say no contradiction in the Quran, no problem. By saying that, he just proved that there's contradiction in the Quran. When somebody says there's no contradiction in the Quran, he just admitted that there's contradiction in the Quran. And I will explain to you why. Because which Quran we are talking about? You just admitted that there's no contradiction in the Quran by claiming that the Quran does not say that the Quran was eaten by a goat or forgotten. So look at this. You Muslim, you say to us the Quran was preserved, brother. But the Quran says no. Even Allah, He made you forget the Quran. Is that your Quran or my Quran? Chapter 2 verse 106. That is a contradiction. Isn't it the Quran says that Allah, nobody can exchange the word of Allah? Allah is changing the word of Allah. Allah is causing Muslims to forget the word of Allah. That is a contradiction. Secondly, in the Quran, one chapter saying Allah created the stars first, the other chapter saying Allah created the mountains, the trees first. Which one of them? Have you ever heard of a God you don't remember which one He created first? And we have a long rest. But I mean, that's not a big deal really. And by the way, I do not need to prove Quran to have contradiction to prove it's false. Quran itself, read it, is stupid. The verse in front of you proving that the Quran is stupid. Why Allah will cause a verse to be forgotten? He just gave it yesterday. The Arab, they say, look at Muhammad. He give his people something in the morning, he make them forget about it at night. He says forget it, we have a new law. You just said that yesterday. Show you. Go read chapter 79 and verse number chapter 79 from verse number 10 and chapter 41 and check it out. You will see one chapter saying that Allah created the stars first, the heaven finished the stars, and then He started working in the earth, and the earth was flat, and then He put the trees, the mountains, etc. And the other one saying totally the opposite. First He created the dust, the earth in 2 days, blah 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 blah, and then the substance of the earth in 4 days, and he created the mountains, and then at the end he went to the sky, and the sky was a smoke, and then he made the stars. Do we have any Muslim would like to say anything? Look like today we don't have too many people. We have only like 800 or 760. Hmm? Even though the topic is interesting, it's about breastfeeding. I noticed when I put the breastfeeding verse in the screen, more people they came to the chat. Let us try that. All right, here we go. Let us look at the number 761, 64. I see the number is coming up now. Seconding, this is the power of seconding, brother. The Prophet Muhammad, he knew exactly what he's doing. And that's why he promised them virgins. Any horny man, he will join the group right away. Versions, hey, let me say version again. Look, the number is increasing fast. Versions, look, 771 versions. And Allah, he will make virgins, and they have a very soft skin, and each woman, it's going to take him 1,000 years to soften the skin. Look like Allah, he never heard of something called Nivea. I mean, come on, use Vaseline. There is a concrete machine can make even the concrete so soft in less than 5 minutes. 1,000 year to make one woman skin soft. Why? She was an alligator. And what kind of God he says B is going to be? It take him 1,000 year to make a woman's skin softer in 1,000 year. Me. Hmm? All right. Well, I'm not going to stay really today too long with you because I have some work to do. Actually, you heard the bells. People came to my door. I could not open. So uh, the topic is very simple. Islam is not a consistent religion, and the idea of sects in Islam is stupid. And to say that one is going to be saved is stupid, especially as we are talking about that the one who control the numbers of sects is Allah. The one who made them believe in this belief is Allah. You remember the story of Adam. Even Adam himself, he did not commit sin. It was Allah who forced Adam to commit sin. Even the first man who commits sin. If having sect is a sin, and obviously it is, and will mislead us, made by Allah, why you will be surprised to find that even Adam himself, he did not really commit sin. It was Allah who made him commit sin. As you see, Adam, he says to Moses, do you blame me? Do you blame me? Moses, he was blaming Adam for the sin he did, and because of him we are out of heaven. So Adam, he said to him, like, what the heck? Adam said, oh Moses, oh my son, Allah favored you with his talk, brother, and he wrote for you the Torah with his own hands, brother. The whole Torah written by Allah. Do you blame me, brother, for an action which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation? And Muhammad, he took the side of Adam. So Muhammad, as usual, the guy of the Trinity, he repeated, so Adam confuted Moses, Adam confuted Moses, Adam confuted Moses, Adam confuted. I mean, you have to do it 3 times. Yes, you have to do it 3 times. Trinity. Hmm? This is a Trinity. The ones who saying he just get order my book from Amazon, don't forget, my friend, after you finish reading my books, uh, which is many in Amazon, don't forget please to make a review, an honest review. Don't say it's amazing, beautiful book, blah 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 blah. Say what do you think. Be honest. Don't do what the Muslim do. Muslim, they give you bad review even if it's, you know. And actually all the bad review by Muslims is a good for me, because simply you will notice that the guy who's making the review, he never bought the book. It says, it doesn't say he verified purchase. Secondly, if a Muslim he don't bless my writing, that's mean I'm doing the right thing, because how in the world a Muslim, he will say this guy he was saying the truth, otherwise he will not be a Muslim. He will not stay a Muslim, right? So when a Muslim he speak against my books, that's good. That's a good sign for me. However, many of those who claim to be scholars, they bought my books, including the one who called himself Shish Kebab Shabir Ali, the guy who grew beard. He claimed to be a sheikh. He bought my books, and I challenged him to say he did not. He did not even have one comment against them, because he don't dare. And actually, after he got my books, he refused to debate me. Otherwise, we were scheduled to debate together in ABN TV. And then he sent an email after he purchased my books. Few days after he read the book, at that time it was Deception of Allah, and he said, I am busy with my PhD, so I think don't really have time to do so. But the coward, he did debate many people, but he knew that this will ruin his career. Any Abdul? Fadi is a fake Muslim. Are you upset because Fadi he left Islam? Guys, Fadi is a fake Muslim. The guy he come here, he was arguing with me for long time, and because he left Islam, now he is a fake Muslim. Anyone who leaves Islam is a fake Muslim. But is it the wife of the Prophet left Islam? Even his wife, she left Islam, brother. Hello? Isn't the script the one who write the Quran for Muhammad, Abdullah ibn Sarah, he left Islam? Isn't you Muslim? You say there is a war, it's called the war of apostate. The day the Muhammad he died, tens of thousands of Arab left Islam, because finally we are free from Muhammad. They thought they are done. What are you talking about, my friend? Anyway, guys, don't forget to download our videos right after we finish. It takes some time, few minutes for the video to be ready. And if you get my books, or you are looking for books to read about the cult of Islam, my books, humbly I say, it's a treasure of information, and will give you a handy bulletproof evidence of how silly this cult is. So it's very good to have knowledge, and knowledge is power. And the Bible says it clearly, my people have been destroyed because of their ignorance. So my friend, fight ignorance, and that's what we do here. We want to help the Muslims, not only the Christians, to fight ignorance. Our ignorance is the problem. And by the way, nothing wrong with being ignorant. All of us, we are ignorant about many things, but there is ignorance can lead into like out of salvation. That's dangerous. Like you can be ignorant about stock market, you lose your money, get poor. There's ignorant, you do not know how to cook, you burn your food. There's ignorant, about language, you do not know how to pronounce words, etc. It's okay. But there is ignorance will lead you to hell. That is very dangerous. That is not a joke. So we avoid that ignorance, and obviously Muhammad, he is teaching us to be ignorant, and he is deceiving us, and he himself is not telling anything true, and we prove it every day. Download the video, share it with your friends, and thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and see you soon again. Bye-bye.